here today. The name of the ship is called the Cali. The Cali was 175 feet in length, 45 feet wide. It was a sail ship. Remember, was a sail ship. Then they put those two big diesel engine on. We're just passing the engine there now. There they are. Those engines was built in Germany. Now, 1944, when the ship was making the way to the Cayman Islands with 9 tons of rice and grains, unfortunately, one of those engines busted off the mountain, punched a hole in the hull. No water gushing in, catching the cargo, rice. Rice, we all know what happened to that when water catch it. Get wet, start expand. So the captain and crew on the vessel to ground here in Georgetown, Grand Cayman, in 15 feet of water. 15 feet of water at the bow, 25 feet at the stern, and 50 yards offshore. Yeah. Those big fish you see down there? No, not barracuda. It has a face looking like a 1957 Chevy bumper, so that's a tarpon. The tarpons that we have around here, they go to happy hour in the evenings. Their favorite drink is Jack Daniels. So if you're here between 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock, you'll see they'll get fed where we're leaving from. Okay, now we can see a little bit clearer right here. That's the reason why the captain make his way out of the murky area, that you can see some clear spots here. The reef that you're looking at, one thing will come to your mind, because you're not seeing things like fern corals and fan corals and soft corals. You may be wondering to yourself, is the reef dying? No. Why we don't have those fern corals and fan corals is because of Hurricane Ivan. It stood over us for 13 hours, 250 miles an hour wind. So just imagine in the harbor right here on the reef, how much wave actions go on. So the wave tore the corals off. Pufferfish to the port side, there's a pufferfish down there. You guys will see that on the port side over there. No, you're not on the wrong side, it's the right side. Don't you worry, we're gonna share the love around. You may see things over here. Starboard is the right side, port side is the left side. Those are the bluefish you're looking at, especially onto the starboard side. You see how much of them are around? Those bluefish, if I get out here in the morning and don't see those fish, I'm not happy. Why? Because the marine biologists let us know those are the bluefish, very important. They're called blue chromis. If they're not there, that means everything is dying. So blue chromis are good signs to see around any reefs and corals. Right where we are passing here now, this looks like about 30 feet or less, but it's not. It's about 45 feet to 50 feet. The wind does makes a big difference. It's 25% magnified, so it operates like a binoculars, put things closer to you. Notice how clear this water right here is? This is the way the water is supposed to be, clear and beautiful. These fish to the port side that you're looking at swimming away, those are not blue chromis. Those are juvenile Bermuda chubs. When we get to the other side and make a stop, I will show you the adult Bermuda chubs. Second shipwreck, again, port side. Don't you worry. Oh, sorry, don't take the pictures of the tire fish, my darling. No, it's not good for business, okay? And Hurricane Ivan dropped those tires down there. Shipwreck, port side. The bit that we're passing, that's the bow, the first structure you're seeing there. The bow of the wreck. And while we're working our way down, you'll see the rib of the ship, mass. This ship right here, it's not a sail ship, it's not an engine ship, it was a steam ship. So this steam ship, the name of it is called the Balboa. It makes its way to the Cayman Islands 1931. The only reason why it makes its way here is to unload this cargo, which was board and lumber. To the port side looking down, you're looking at the bottom of the ship which flipped over with that beautiful blue runner jack hovering over it. So now, ladies and gentlemen, when the ship makes its way to the Cayman Islands, unfortunately, the captain and crew didn't know that there was a hurricane coming in right behind them. So when they get to the dock, start unloading the cargo, 3/4 away, the hurricane on the horizon popping in. They were advised by the port authority to get off the dock and place themselves 150 yards out here. They get out here, put their anchor down and brace themselves. Quickly, to the port side, the engine of the ship. That's what you're looking at right there now. Right behind that engine, you'll find a shaft lying down, still got the propeller on it. There's some beautiful fish around it. It's down there immediately. There's it. So ladies and gentlemen, think about this. If you were making your way on your cruise ship to the Cayman Islands, and if there was a hurricane around and about, you'd know about it nearly a week or two before. It wasn't like that in that time with these guys. They didn't have enough technology to find out where the hurricane was going or coming. There's a nice big beautiful parrotfish to the port side swimming out there. Take note of that fish. It's a very interesting fish. Uh-oh, we have fish. I know. We have a lot of fish. This is so close to shore, and there's a lot of fish. I'm going to tell you about the fish thing later. So these guys here were advised by the port authority to get off the dock, place themselves out here. While they were doing that, the hurricane was down, so they were about on a round trying to secure the ship. But unfortunately, someone forgot to close the hatch on the ship. So big 30-foot surges was bashing over, and the hull will start filling with water. Guess what happened? When the eye of the hurricane gets over the island, captain and crew abandon the vessel, swim, surf, and planks back to the dock and save themselves. So when the ship went down on the second half, no one was on the ship. But guess what happened? The second half of the hurricane sank the ship. And where the ship sank, it becomes a big problem. Someone said there are no fish. Look at that beautiful parrotfish down there. Yep, that's a parrotfish. Making our way to the wreck. See the bits and pieces. You will see the prop. I think we're going to see that first, then the engine. The half moon structure, that's the rudder. That's turning from left to right and round and round. So here we go now. There is the prop. It has cone corals, barnacles, and other things attached to it with some beautiful fish just sitting right underneath it right there. It was a twin screw engine, so that shaft which is sticking up without the prop, that was a shaft with a prop on it. And this is the engine, steam engine. That's what it looks like. Someone said there's no fish around. Look behind that engine. Look at the fish down there. Those are juvenile mutton snappers. So ladies and gentlemen, where the ship sank, it becomes a problem and they have to move it. Why? Because the ship sat right in the channel where other vessels should pass and make their way to the dock. Just imagine, you're on an island which is 26 miles long, 8 miles wide, and you can't get no food, no raw material, and anything like that. This thing have to get out of the way. And the only plan they could come up with to move this vessel out the way is to use dynamites. Ah, you know about it, my darling. Yep. So guess what? They plan to use 50 pounds of dynamite to blow this thing up. Yep. But they wrote it down on a sheet of paper, then stuck it in the office. It wasn't a brilliant idea because a mischievous person around had an extra 0. Yeah, man. You guys missed the ball right there, yeah? 500 pounds of dynamite it turns out to be. And the authorities, they didn't know, check it out. So they put 500 pounds of dynamite in the hull of the Balboa and lit the fuse up. Yeah, it was a terrible ride. I mean, everything was scattered all over the ocean floor right here in Georgetown. The buildings around the harbor, they were also shook up too. But guess what happened? There was so much fish floating around, everyone on the island could afford a basket of fish. So dynamite brings fish up. How beautiful is the water? We are looking out for stingrays or eagle rays. In case you see anything out there, shout it out. Let somebody else know about it, please. Mermaid. Mermaid? Oh, guess what? We have a merman. You will see him shortly. Don't you worry. That's not a bad thing. We have a merman. And what we're going through here is 55 feet of water. Making our way over to the next side of the reef. I haven't seen any stingrays yet. They may be all at the sandbar having a drink of Jack Daniels. You see how beautiful is that sand on the floor down there? Just think how powder it is. That sand down there, it's also processed. The sand in the Caribbean, it's mostly processed by a certain type of fish. I think he is responsible for about 40% of the sand in the Caribbean islands. Why? Because only time we have great wave action is when we have a hurricane or a northwester. The parrotfish, it goes to the reefs and corals and he chomps away the algae. While he's doing that, he gets some of the hard bits inside. And the hard bits which get inside is not nutrient for the body, so it gets out on the other side. So guess what happened? One parrotfish is known to produce 200 pounds of sand per year. So we're in a beautiful Caribbean islands having a great time on that beautiful processed sand. It is just parrotfish poop. Here we have one of the the blue one right there. That's a parrotfish. Now this side of the reef that we are now on, it's called Cheeseburger Reef. I hope you're not hungry. Why it's called Cheeseburger Reef? There wasn't any fast food restaurants on this island for a long time. So the first one that makes its way here was Mr. Burger King. His first branch is up on the roadside, but guess what happened? When they just started, no one wanted burger to eat. Everyone loved their fish and fritters. So Mr. Burger King has a lot of burgers to dump. And they didn't want to just throw them in the garbage. He wants something to have them. So he dumped them on this reef, and the fish has a good meal. I mean, yep, fast food, Burger King. Cheeseburgers. Cheeseburger Reef is known for its caves. There's a lot of caves around, and divers from over the world comes and dive these reefs. It's like a maze down there, so when they're going through and through, they see awesome stuff like turtles, moray eel, and sometimes nerve sharks. Yep, that's a blue one down there. The turquoise fish, parrotfish. But that blue fish, or the turquoise fish you see down there, strangely, a lot of people don't know about this. Now let me tell you something. Take a keen look. You will see some fish around with the beige and brown on the back, and some of them got red belly, the same beige and brown one. And the green one with the rainbow tail, he is the male parrotfish, but he's a player.
There's a parrotfish.
He has most of the time, he has like 4 ladies with him. But he takes off and leaves the ladies at times. So the blue fish, or the turquoise fish, he is a transformer. Yes. Believe it, it is. Yeah, that's a anchorfish down there. So, parrotfish can change from females to male. Yep, fish do that. These yellow and black striped fish are called sergeant majors. Green stuff on the reef, brown stuff those are mushroom corals. Soon be back. Let me get this boat hooked up.
Show them the Burger King.
I'll be right back.
Come on, fishy.
Okay, you see a lot of fish around the buffet stand. They're gonna be all over. The merman is gonna hop in and he's gonna feed them at your windows. But I'll tell you the secret about those fish. They're not loyal. We have another buffet stand to the right. And there's also a bus coming in also. You may be wondering, what is he talking about? A bus in the ocean? Yeah, we have an amphibian bus and it's coming around. And these fish, they are not loyal. As soon as they hear that sound, they're gonna take off. So come, get some other picture of them.
Now, what kind of fish are those?
Those are Bermuda chubs, the big ones. Yes, the yellow and black striped ones are called sergeant majors. How he's gonna do this, he's gonna hop in. Someone said that they see a mermaid, but I have a merman. He's gonna hop in and he's gonna feed the fish. There he goes. He's gonna start from the port. Don't you worry, he's gonna start from left, go all the way up, and then he's gonna get onto the boat and he's gonna start from the right side down. He's gonna be on both sides, my dear. Welcome. Yeah. Yeah, this is, I mean, you guys might be feeling like you're in a big aquarium. It is. Human aquarium, okay? It is beautiful. It's one of the best ways. The ladies like it. Why? Because they don't get their hairstyles messed up. And some who don't like to touch the water that much, just like to stay distant and looking, you have the great opportunity of doing so.
Cool went. Lot better than the other glass bottle boat we did.
Oh, he's coming. You notice I tell you that as soon as they hear anything, they're gonna take off. Look onto the right side. Look at them going. Look at them going. They're not loyal. Look at them. Yeah, I got some friends like that too. Not loyal. Oh no, that's the next. Yeah, there's a merman right there now. He still have a few around him. He's a fish whisperer, so he has some. What is it?
Under the rock down there, there's a...
Oh, that's a conch there, buddy.
conch.
Yeah, you see the trap behind him?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a conch. And that's a live conch.
Big shell with the pink stuff inside?
The big shell, it doesn't have a pink stuff. Because the shell is set that way, be moving, it gets smooth, rough, and it becomes like pinkish. But what's inside of it is a mussel.
Okay.
And that mussel, when you go to the bar or restaurant and have a serving a conch fingers, that's what I'm talking about.
Very good.
Yeah. You see it? No, it's over there. It's right in between those two little things down there, the black reef. If you notice, there's a trap behind it. You see that trap? Look where the trap ends up. If you look right in between those two little reefs, that's the pump between there. Yeah, right, beautiful. Yeah. It has a claw, and he just uses the claw. He's much slower than a turtle. Turtle is much faster than him. A lot of people say turtle is the slowest moving thing, but it's not. There comes the handsome merman. Remember to wave at him and throw kisses at him, please. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. If he's very important when you do that, so make him very important. That's the captain.
Okay, sorry. Wow.
If you notice that they're all interesting in that orange glove. Yeah. He has burger buns in it.
Oh.
Yeah. Burger buns. They're like burger buns, spray cheese, frozen peas, pizzas, yep. Chicken wings and nuggets and pizzas.
Nice. Those fishies.
Sergeant Major, yes sir. Oh, that's a turgid. Sorry, that's a detergent is
Yeah, I was reading about that in the information. And we can actually sniff it.
That's a pretty beautiful yellowtail snapper swimming over there too. We have more yellowtail snappers around. And if you notice, all the fish are coming back to the merman. He did wear his special cologne this morning. Fish cologne.
I like this. One beer. This fish.
Okay, this area where we're at, I mean, at least 200 to 300 yards offshore, right around the island, the only fish is allowed to catch around the island to the shores. It's the tarpons. And why? Because you have to catch the tarpon and release it. But right around these areas, no commercial fishing. No one at all on the island supposed to catch anything in these areas. You know, that's why those beautiful mutton snappers, yellowtail snappers, parrotfish that can be eaten, they all know it, so they hang around these areas.
Are they all good to eat or just the...
No, the Bermuda chubs, we call them trash fish, but no one wants them to eat. They are not tasty either. So, I mean, they can be consumed, but not the best of fish. So that's why you see so much of them around also. Yeah. Yeah, we domesticize them, yeah? Whenever they see us, they come around. That's okay? Okay, the merman make his way out the water. Did you all have a great time watching him feeding those fish? Beautiful, beautiful. Go, Captain. Soon be back, guys.
Muy bien, muy bien. ¿Dónde están los tiburones? Los sanitarios, a ver cómo matan. Que tiren, a ver si tienen gente. Coman gente así, ¿no? Eso era un buen show. Un buen show. La gente tirando tiburones.
Sí, sí.
Mira, Jane.
Oh, don't start, mother.
Let me see. Let me see. Let me see.
Well, we're in the bottom of the ocean.
Vienen inmigrantes, van a cruzar la frontera. Llama a inmigración.
It was, but they really like hiking to that. I wanted to skip it. You would get right in and they would let your elbows and. I'm okay. I'm okay. With your feet, it's not like is it? I had to try to find you one of my stocking, but I couldn't find one.
It took me forever. Hasta cuando
Now you got it.
Friday, Saturday. ¿Hasta cuándo es? Media hora. Aquí andaba mirando piedras. Se caí.
It's a jellyfish or something
Yeah, that's a small box jellyfish right there. He's no threat right there. He's not a threat to us. I mean, even if you're in the water, I mean, it rubs against you. It's, yeah. Alright. There's it. Yeah, and I tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. The world, right around the world in the ocean, they're finding activity with jellyfish. They're wondering what's happening. Yeah, it's not good. Jellyfish are infesting a lot of places in the world. And the scientists, the marine biologists, they're wondering what's next about these jellyfish. Because I tell you something, you have jellyfish, it's about the size of a full-grown baby. And it can be bigger than that too. Yeah? The monorors are dangerous, but what happened? These jellyfish get so much infested over the world in the water that they can even clog boat engines.
Oh wow.
It happens.
That's really dangerous.
Yeah. Well, they're trying to know what to get rid of them, and there's nothing absolute that can get rid of them. fire coral, right side. There's a patch of fire coral right there. You don't want to touch those coral. No coral is supposed to be touched, but sometimes you may be diving or snorkeling and you mistakenly touch the coral and you find that it scratch you, hurt you. I mean, it takes like a day or two for that stingy feelings to go. A fire coral, if you touch it, it can burn you like a first-degree burn. That's how bad it is. So as you can see, the mushroom corals are the little green stuff, and the fish, they feed on it, especially that parrotfish. To my we're gonna miss them. I'll show you a parrotfish doing his job down there, making sand. Yep, turquoise one. There is a little thing I want to tell you about the Cayman waters and the reef and corals. Now, other places in the world have rivers and springs. Cayman Islands have no river, have no spring. So guess what happened? That's one of the reasons why our corals take such a long time to regenerate. What happened? When there's anywhere the rivers or springs at, it runs the nutrient in the salt seawater and it makes the corals have a little more nutrient to grow. Here in the Cayman Islands, it takes much longer for that to happen because there are no rivers or springs. So you may be wondering to yourselves, where do we get water from? Just before, in the 40s, Jamaica, what's that? I haven't seen it, but that must be a tarpon.
It's not a tarpon. It's like this. That about that long.
Okay, that could be a Goliath grouper for real, yeah?
Big one.
But I haven't seen it, yeah. Oh, that could be a parrotfish too, because the parrotfish get like that too. Yeah, he can get up to about 120 pounds. Yeah, it could be. Yeah, that's another parrotfish too. There's one that this type of parrotfish get to up to the 100 odd pound. Yeah, that's a male parrotfish. You see how handsome he is? Come on, we got to be handsome, baby. Come on. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about there.
You don't go over there.
We stay on the reef because if we go over there, you're actually not going to see anything much over there. So right on the reef right here.
That looks like part of a wreck right there.
That's just a little boat wreck right there. It is, yes. Okay, so you may be wondering, where do we get water from? As I was saying, Jamaica used to ship water to the Cayman Islands. Why? Because Jamaica usually run by the British also. So 1962, Jamaica get independent, they break the tide off, so they start digging wells. Also, we are drinking the ocean now, desalinizing. So that's what's going on. It's expensive, yeah, but the water is tasty, yeah. You've got to deal with that. All the cruise ships do the same thing. Yes, sir, they do. Yep, desalinizing. Yep. All that salt water, they process it. That's right. All right. I would like to tell you all a little about our beautiful Cayman Islands. Cayman Islands. What's that? What's that? I missed that.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. You don't have to be sorry, darling. It's all right. I just haven't to get to see to let you know what it was. Yeah, the Cayman Islands, the 3 islands, population are up to 55,000 people living here. Out of the 55,000 people which is living on the Cayman Islands, 35,000 are expatriate like myself. You will find a lot of Jamaicans here. We don't own this island. We just swim across. Sorry, it's 4 to 5 minutes flight over, okay? And as I said before, there's a big mutton snapper to the port side. Look at that beautiful snapper down there swimming. He's got just go behind the ledge right there. That's a mutton snapper right there. Man, he's looking good down there, but it's much better in the pot, huh? Yeah, onion and pepper. Cool. Yeah, so you find you'll find a lot of different nationalities here from all over the world. A lot of guests ask me, why are you here from Jamaica? And Jamaica have sunshine. Guys, I'm a financial immigrant, okay? Yeah, I'm here for the money.
Oh, look at that guy. Look at that guy.
That's the tarpon there. You notice that face look like a 1957 Chevy bumper? Yeah, man. That's the tarpon. That's the one you saw before. That's the tarpon, my darling. Tarpons are big game fish. They can't be consumed either. They're not good to taste the fish either.
Lots of bones?
Lots of bones, and they taste muddy.
Yeah.
There's another secret I'd like you to guys know about the Cayman Islands. There's 2 ships out there today. That's about nearly the amount of people on this island now. But guess what happened? Sometimes we have about 5, 6 ships out there. Only 4 ships can put their anchor down. Why? From shore out to where the cruise ship at, right around the island, it's like that. That's the shelf. It stopped right there. That's one of the reasons you gotta be tendering back and forth. They want to make a dock that you can get off on. It's not gonna work. I don't know when, where, or how. The first thing they want to kill all of this what we're seeing. It's not gonna happen. But why I'm telling you this, where they put the anchor down, that's between 80 to 100 feet. Think about this. Behind this cruise ship drops down to 3,700 feet. And there also another shipwreck out there, but we can't see it because it's about 1,000 feet or something down. And guess what happened? It's just hanging on a ledge.
It's gonna go up.
Yeah, right over. And that's the shallow side I just tell you about, okay? It was a cargo ship. I don't remember the name of it right now, my darling, but it was a cargo ship. Thank you. Now, guess what happened? The shallow side over there, the east side, 9,800 feet. South wall, 25,000 feet deep. 3rd deepest trench in the world, Cayman Trench. So that's what makes our water so beautiful, turquoise around and round. What baby? Fish.
Oh, there's a big guy.
Yeah. Conference around the shipwreck, yeah? Yeah. Sorry. Shipwreck right here. See, we are back in the murky area, so we got to look keenly to see the first wreck. Remember, you on this side didn't get to see the first one. So here it is. That's the engines right there. Look keenly. There we have the engines right in front of us right here. And remember, it wasn't an engine ship. It was a sail ship, sailing back and forth from Mexico to the Caribbean islands. But the sails wasn't taking them that fast, so guess what happened? Competition. They put the engines on. They were making a lot of money from that. But guess what? 1944, when they were making their way to the Cayman waters, one of those engines busted off the mountain, punched a hole in the hull. So the rice started getting wet, saggy, started sinking the ship. They ran themselves to ground right here in Georgetown, Grand Cayman, 15 feet of water. Here's a anchor winch, and look at it. There's a chains right there still on the ship. That's the chains. So captain and crew get off the ship and swam to shore when they run themselves to ground here, because it's only 50 yards to shore. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're in the cloudy area. That means we're more closer to the dock. Did you all enjoy your underwater tour?
Yeah.
Yes, my darling, but over the wall. You won't be seeing those sharks around here. Over the wall, yeah? Black tip, white tip, tiger sharks, and hammerheads. No great white. I haven't seen that one yet. Alright, bull shark. Here we have a couple. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I just want to say to you all, thank you very much for making a little Arya tour this morning. On behalf of myself, the captain and management of the company, if you did have a good time, please do us a favor when you get back to your cruise ship. Let your shipwreck managers know about it. Why? My manager know about it. I can afford to keep my job a little bit longer in paradise. Didn't have a good time? Tell it to the same folks. Thank you very much. If you didn't have a good time, tell it to the same folks. But in that case, I'm Puevo, Captain is Jose. Welcome to St. Martin. If you didn't have a good time, okay? Please do me a favor. Look around your seats. Make sure all your personal belongings properly tacked back with you. Leave nothing on the boat which is important to you. If you like to leave any tips for the captain and crew, we're part of the service industry. There's a tip jar on top of the cooler. Whatever you leave there, we say thank you very much, and it's also appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, wait downstairs until we are properly docked, and I will be back downstairs to give you the go-ahead to make your way off the boat. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a wonderful day on the Cayman Islands. Thanks a lot. Most welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed. Oh, thank you very much, sir. Most welcome. Thanks.